What's up, y'all? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, I was supposed to came back Saturday. Saturday, but I was following a story that was going on to see what was really happening. And from all indications, it seems like the man with the little man with the complex, Hurricane Dan Snyder, is blocking Jeff Bezos from buying the Commanders. Now, there are multiple people who are reporting this. There's multiple people who are talking about this. And it's so crazy that we follow up, that I have to follow up Congratulations Thursday, Celebration Thursday with Sad Sunday. You know, y'all do understand that Dan hates us as a fan base. I don't think y'all really understand how much he hates us now. And he's going to make sure that he does everything to make this experience a living nightmare for us. He hates us. Dan really hates us. And I told y'all this several months ago. I said, look, when it comes to Dan is going to give a big FU to everybody as he goes out the door. Now it's seeming like he wants to go out the door, but he wants to go out the door on his terms. And he's going to let us know F all of us on the way out. Kiss his anus. That's how he feels about us. Like, the fact that he's blocking the sale from Jeff Bezos tells you how petty he is. Like, Dan Snyder's level of petty is on the same level of it's probably even worse than 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a petty dude, but Dan Snyder goes beyond petty. He makes it so personal. I mean, he makes it so personal. And the fact that he's getting in the way of Jeff Bezos, and it's all because all the fans want him. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some fans who don't want him. And I will address them because there are some good people. But their anger towards Jeff Bezos isn't really towards him. You know, but again, it's such a sad thing to see a person just sit up there and hate a fan base or a person so much that he will block their bid. And for because a lot of people thinks that it's going to be Josh Harris. Josh Harris, I'm going to tell y'all something. If Josh Harris comes in here, understand he's nothing more than another Dan Snyder. If y'all don't believe me, ask the fans of Philadelphia, the 76ers. They hate Josh Harris. They talk about the exact same things that go on with this city and with its owner and its front office. He wasn't respectful of the past. He doesn't sit up there and get in touch with some of the players from the past. He doesn't sit up there and stand up for guys trying to get into the NBA Hall of Fame. He doesn't do enough when it comes to some of the past players. There was a big thing where a lot of the fans felt that he should have brought Allen Iverson back and did some stuff with Allen Iverson, and as a respect level for Allen Iverson, bring back the black 76ers jerseys. And he refused to do that. And the fans hate him there. Hate him. And then you're talking about, we're going to bring a guy like that who basically has pooped on the past of another team? That's what we're going to bring in? I'm telling y'all, that is exactly what Dan wants. He wants to give everybody a big F you on the way out the door. And then on top of that, Josh Harris don't have enough money to even purchase the team. So even if Dan selects him, now he probably has to have as many investors as possible. He might have to sell off teams. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure the 76ers fans would be happy if he had to sell the 76ers to purchase the Commanders. Man, this is like so representative of Dan Snyder and his tactics, man. I mean, from suing people, I mean, especially like old ladies and stuff like that. I mean, the man has done some very devious and nasty stuff, man. And it amazes me that no matter what goes on, he finds ways to get in the way of progress over and over and over again. Now, again, I'm a person that I want Jeff Bezos. Why? Because Jeff Bezos gives us an opportunity to be a winning team again. Josh Harris doesn't have the money for that. He just doesn't. I mean, he barely has enough money when it comes to basically buying the team, especially if Dan is sitting here sticking with his $6 million for the team. And then to basically X out Jeff Bezos? Come on, y'all. Dan Snyder is such a petty little man. Such a petty little man. And it's sad. It's so sad. Because, I mean, why not celebrate the fact that at least the team is going forward and will go forward in better hands? I mean, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that Jeff Bezos is going to be this absolutely uninvasive owner. We don't know. But why don't we give it a chance to see if it does work out? Again, if you're going, I remember, I tell y'all all the time, I work in the corporate world. And I remember being told that there's no such thing as good billionaires and millionaires unless they play sports. I remember being told that. Everybody isn't going to have this very clean pass. They're just not. Especially when it comes to people who making that level of money. Sad Sunday. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Eric Bieniemy is still coming, but the fact that Dan is still in the way. And then he probably wants to sell to a guy that he knows is going to be a problem down the line. Like I said, y'all, a lot of y'all don't follow the Philadelphia 76ers. A lot of y'all don't follow basketball. But again, this guy is hated in Philadelphia. The 76er fan base hates him. Hates him. And here we are, Dan trying to replace himself with Dan. And I know most of y'all don't know about Josh Harris, but trust me, 76ers fans hate him. They hate him. For all the happiness that we had on Thursday, Dan looked at it and said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm not going to make them happy. Are you crazy? After they booed my wife? Even though I'm sitting here messing with other women on the side, but they booed my wife. Who they think they are? I hate them anyway. It's a man with a small man complex. It's a small man with a small man complex. It's sad, y'all. It's really, really, really sad that he would get in the way of progress. But are we surprised? Why should we be surprised? It's crazy. And for some of y'all who don't like the Bezos possibly owning. I guess now we don't know because he's blocking it. So at some point he won't own the team. But understand this. The name being changed has nothing to do with Bezos. His track record as an employer has, I mean, hell, he's not even the CEO of his own company. He's the founder and owner, but he's not even the CEO. Understand that there's a lot of things that go on in business that most of y'all don't understand. You know, and it's not your fault that you don't understand. These are just things that happen. You know, there are things that when you talk about certain things that happen in the world of business, you're talking about businesses have done evil stuff for a very long time. Moving all their work to China. Doing stuff like busting up unions. Not giving people a livable wage. Remember the McDonald's guy? And how he said that, how can people not make, why do people not have enough money to pay rent? I'm paying them, I think it was like $9 an hour. And he did the calculations. A rich man is telling poor people or people who don't make much money how to manage their money. There are no really good billionaires. They've done stuff. And it could be something as big as firing a whole grouping of employees to pay a CEO's salary to just basically underpricing everything so they can be the top, so they can monopolize the industry. That stuff happens. But I mean, again, it's sad to hear that Dan is in the way of progress and that Dan is in the way of a bid. I mean, didn't he want $6 million? I mean, Bezos can give him $6 million cash and send him on his little yacht way. Nah, but he wants to stay and still be a butt. Ah, man, this is something else. I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think. And those people that don't like, were happy, didn't like Jeff Bezos and didn't want Jeff Bezos bidding on the team, y'all tell me what y'all think. Those people who wanted Jeff Bezos to bid on the team, y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, man, this has been your man, John Fortune, on a sad Sunday. And this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.